Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. We're eating all kinds of griggity green eggs and ham. Okay, good. All connections have been made. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? We are live across 3 platforms. Hat and Beard, Worldwide Prestige, Worldwide. How you doing? It's Monday, March 16th, 2026. Mad Hatter Nation. I, of course, am Hat and Beard, and this is, of course, the Hat and Beard Show, guys. We're going to be covering NFL news. Is pretty low and slow moving today, so we're going to be talking pretty much just Lions. And then doing, of course, Monday morning is our mock draft time. We're going to start our day off grading the Lions free agency week 1, sorting through the panic and pain. I got to give Mike Payton. The old slipper himself, a nice little shout out, dude. Brother has been, he's been out there on Twitter. And, of course, at A to Z Sports. But on Twitter, just bringing common sense and a little bit of sanity. Y'all know here, Mad Hatter Nation, a wee little bastion of sanity and a sea of nonsense. So that's why we read and like the slipper, Mike Payton. So we'll see what his grades are for the Lions' first week of free agency. I'm going to be honest. I've skimmed this article already. I think he's being a little tough on everybody. But I, of course, have my biases. And then you seen the thumbnail. Who's next? Who's next for the Detroit Lions? Detroit Lions cornerback wants fans to stop asking about his health. Detroit Lions cornerback posts health update on social media. Lions on SI over here. John McCreary has an article for us. And then just so you can kind of start to think what corner is hurt and who we could be talking about. Guys, you know how last year at this time we made this sneaky little move, a couple of little moves in the secondary, and everyone was very underwhelmed in their pantaloons? Well, go ahead and strap on your freshest pair of pantaloons. Go ahead and throw on a scarf and skip on down to the physics department, where I'm going to teach you about the magic of the spheres yet again. Last year when we signed Avonte Maddox and Rock Ya-Sin, everyone was very underwhelmed and not so happy in the pants. Detroit doing about the same thing this year. We made a couple of subtle little moves in the secondary, and one I think is being grossly underreported and is feeling very underwhelming, but I think that one is better than the other that is being reported. Yes, we did get the guy out of Tampa, Itchizin, whatever his name is, talented player. But Roger McCreary is a low-risk, high-reward option in the slot. I think Detroit knocked it out of the old Parkery-doo yet again with this one. Underwhelming on the surface, wildly impactful with what the Detroit Lions are going to be needing to do if we want to strike while I'll call it a picture window of a Super Bowl window is wide open. I think we are I think we got a little too high. I think we got a little too high last year heading in to this year, and expectations were very, very high. Yes, we failed to meet those expectations, but the reality of the situation is the team wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. It's just some growing pains, and part of being the top dog, as everybody wants. Yo, when you're the king, when you're the two-time back-to-back NFC North Division champion, everyone's going to be wanting. You're going to take your shots here or there, and last year was one of those shots. We're going to bounce back, and we're going to have an even better built defense. It's going to be something cooking up. What has Calvin got cooking up in the kitchen of the Motors? I'm telling you, something good's coming. And, of course, then we will be going down to NFL Mock Draft Database for our Monday tradition. Mock drafts on Monday. We've got the Lions selected 2026 draft. It's not yet April, so we're still just doing the 5 rounds of the mock draft. I want you guys to put your thinking caps on as we head into the mock draft simulator. Kind of think about what you want to do and what we need to do heading that direction. I want to give a shout out to all 4 people watching over on Rumble. Guys, YouTube, y'all over on YouTube, listen to me. You got to check out Rumble. Rumble is so it feels different at first, but that's because it's like old school YouTube. You guys, you got to check out Rumble. It is where it's at. We're having a party over there, seeing tremendous amounts of growth. Up to look, can you do me a favor? What up, Refty? What up, though? My guy, Refty, dude, legit, brother, I was hoping you were one of them watching over on Rumble. Dude, you're an OG Rumbler. I absolutely love it. Guys, if we could get to 35 followers over on Rumble today, that would be absolutely awesome. We are trying to get to 900 subscribers over on YouTube. So if you could, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Ring that notification bell so you can be notified every single time we go live Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. Kick, I know you're over there. I just don't know how to kick, but we are live over on Kick. Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to rumble? Yeah, Rumble is a lot of fun, dude. I like Rumble over there. But YouTube, guys, there is a barrier to entry, okay? Because I am trying to kind of funnel people over to Rumble, all right? There is a barrier to entry. You got to have a little bit of skin in the game if you want to party with the rest of the Mad Hatter Nation on YouTube. You got to subscribe to the channel if you want to party in the chat with everybody else, dude. It is a good time. A bunch of shenanigans and tomfoolery partaking over there, led by, of course, Dan, everybody's here hanging out this morning. We got all the mods are hanging out. Yo, we got everybody partying, dude. Hey, Trippy, dude, I was wondering if you were going to be in this morning, dude, because with the storms and whatnot, I wonder if you're going to be a busy boy. Boy, I am very washed out from, I need some blinds. I need some blinds over here because the sunlight is reflecting off of my porcelain ginger skin. Smash the like button. Share this around with every single person that you possibly have ever met or known, or even strangers on the street. We got to grow. We got to grow. We have got to grow. We got to keep this freight train rolling, guys. You've been doing an absolutely epic job. I appreciate each and every one of you. Share this around as we go article to article. It's going to be a little bit of a high-flying, fast show. I want to get the guy. I'd like to get out at about the 11 o'clock hour today, guys. We full disclosure, I want to make a so just so you know, over on Rumble, the pre-show there. I guess I could play like a video, right? But it's just on loop of the Jocko intro that we have for the show. So I want to change something up over there on Rumble. Got to do a little bit of work. Got to run some errands. Got the day off, boys and girls. It's Monday. I'm Hat and Beard. We are rocking and rolling. It's going to go ahead and kick it off and get into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
All right, hang with me here, guys. Your Luddite host is trying to build us a poll so that we can get some data collected on all of you guys. Now, in today's day and age, on the internet, of course, if you want to protect your data, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and go and subscribe over to expressvpn.com/Ben. All right, you're going to go ahead and get 10% off your first order, up to 6% off 10-month subscription. You're going to go to expressvpn.com/Ben.com. All right, no, I'm trying to see what you guys want to do in our mock draft. So whambo, bambo, bango, bingo, bongo. We're in the Congo. What's up, Art? How you doing? Brother, what'd you say? It feels like that one Christmas Eve where all I got was socks and underwear. Art. Brother, I agree with you, but in an incredibly different light. All right, let's reframe that, okay? You are not wrong. It does feel like that Christmas where, hang on, let's go ahead and it does feel like that Christmas where all we got was socks and underwear. But unfortunately, what we all know is that the older we get, especially as we mature in our masculinity, we come to realize that socks and underwear, well, for Christmas generally, those are the best gifts of all, dude. Those are things that we don't generally get ourselves, and other people that tend to get for us. and they tend to be the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's it's all to say. Look, I'm a big fan of the socks and underwear for Christmas. It's how I don't buy socks and underwear throughout the year. Though, guys, I do have to say, shout out socks and underwear. Total sidebar. I decided to try out the single strap, like a tactical holster bag, right? Like an over shoulder. So really what it is, it's more for a bag inside of a bag, so I can put the bag holster inside of my backpack. But found that if you can actually kind of build out your holster inside of the slot. If you use like like a pair of socks and underwear to kind of build a padding around, actually works out quite well. I know it's super weird. Socks are at the top of my Christmas list every. Rick, me too. Actually, that is. I'm not being ironic or joking with you guys. I genuinely want socks and underwear for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is socks and underwear. Hell yeah, Refty, exactly. I'm starting to not even care for underwear. My wife buys all my clothes. Refty, dude. Yeah. So Hat and Boobs buys like the majority of my clothes, dude. She not only does she know like what like looks good on me, but she has gotten, guys, I used to like exclusively wear just black t-shirts, and not just black. Like, okay, I dressed like Louis C.K. Not only did I do stand-up, but it was just jeans, plain black t-shirt 900% of the time. If I wanted to dress fancy, it was a button-up black shirt on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just black on black. She has gotten me wearing greens, dude. She's got me wearing blues and reds, and like, you know what looks good on the ginger color palette? Tan. Apparently tan. Big. I got a nice tan jacket that I wear. I got a tan quarter zip, dude. Looks nice. Purple, yeah, dude. And not on top of that, I was very limited in my tie game, dude. Yo, for Christmas, she got me like, it's like 24, a pack of like 24 different. And not for nothing, your boy really likes the Slippin' Jimmy Better Call Saul color palette for suits. So that's kind of what we're leaning into with the shirts and the ties. And we're going to be getting a little bit loud with it. But you know what? Pretty soon here, we're going to be probably rocking a cowboy hat and panky rangs. Let's go, you guys. I have 3 people who get socks every year. Hell yeah, dude. Exactly, dude. Maybe going to 3-4 defense. Do you think stand-up is my bucket list? But it's terrifying. Buster, dude. No, it's not, bro. Look, dude. I did stand-up for over 10 years, dude. It's really not. Especially because here's the fun fact about stand-up. Everybody eats gigantic plates of shit more times than not. And the guys who are really, really good have eaten more plates of shit than anyone else on planet Earth. Like the guys who are at the absolute... Well, now that's a caveat because there is a lot, at least for a while there was a lot of social justice nonsense that was parlaying into stand-up that gave people... astroturfed careers, let's say. But the guys who are really, really good have eaten more plates of shit than they have succeeded. Because to get to that point, and this is like the big thing that really like kind of sucks about stand-up. Most of the stand-up that is really good has been that same joke told 20 million times, just with slight different variants, and sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't. Like, and it could be anything as to a slight inflection on a word. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was certain jokes that I had that it was simply like the speed in which I told the joke depended on whether it was funny or not. Simply because if you're like I play a lot with words, and like you have to kind of think for a fucking cunt hair about what the hell I was saying. And if you had to think for just like a cunt hair, but you were steamrolling rapid fire because, you know, within, especially in the open mic and amateur circuit, you are very constrained to time. You don't have, first of all, the time and material to go as long as you think you do, let alone the fact you don't have the privilege to go long versus someone who's like the headliner getting paid, that type of shit. So like you're trying to jam as much in and stay within the time, and sometimes like you start to panic, or sometimes it's just not your crowd, or sometimes one of your middle jokes hits a hell of a lot harder than it's supposed to, and then you have to shift gears mid-set, and you have to drop material. You have to then, which if you're your whole set is a completely structured X plus Y equals Z, just a series of ladder logic. If you then take one of those pieces of the logic out, the PLC on your joke list can't fire properly, and you're going to get hung up. And then everything cascading down doesn't make sense if you have to make callbacks to make a certain joke hit to a previous joke that say you had to abandon. You know what I'm saying? Like there's all and it all depends on how well you can handle that. But to be very honest with you, bro, stand-up is not hard. Especially the first 1,000 times you do it, it's going to be in open mics. And guess what? Nobody's there to listen to you. Nobody cares. You're really not as funny. And the real thing about stand-up is that most of the amateurs have an overinflated sense of worth because, one, for a lot of the amateur circuit, it's not about what you say on stage. It's about whose dick is in your mouth when you're saying it, as well as they have this bad habit of what I called bringer shows, where it's like, yeah, you feel like you did really well because you brought all of your friends that are going to laugh at all of your little inside jokes. Then you go to a real show and you just bomb epically, and they don't know how to handle that. You know what I'm saying? They're just exactly Refty, dude. There just aren't isn't smart enough people to get jokes, and that's just it, dude. It's most comics get successful because the meat of their material, when they're coming up, is built on lowest common denominator humor. You have to cater to dumb people, you know, fart jokes, my dick, yeah, women do be shopping. Yeah, he right, women do be shopping, yeah, man, women do be shopping. And once you then have a following, you can start to kind of whittle that following down. But you have to have the right and the strength of a following to whittle out your own audience by getting farther and farther down the cerebral comedy line. I mean, by the end, there's a reason why nobody really fucking remembers Bill Hicks anymore. You know what I'm saying? Dane Cook, he was funny when I was in college. I'm embarrassed I ever laughed. Shame on me. You know what though, Refty, dude? I thought Dane Cook was really funny coming up too. And then I realized like what actual comedy was. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that a lot of comics are hardcore lefties, but like to be fair, Dane Cook is one of my all-time favorite comics. I think it's called Happy Thoughts was his special that he released in like the early aughts. It's one of the funniest stand-up albums I've ever heard in my life. And I've listened to a lot of stand-up albums. You know what I mean? Lewis Black. There's a reason why people don't fucking remember Lewis Black anymore. Because he had this epic joke that unless you thought about how funny, like the whole joke is this long epic setup, but the punchline is how he's in a crazy world because he walked outside of a Starbucks to look up and see another Starbucks. Like look across the road and he's seen another Starbucks, and that's how he knew he was in the end times. You know what I'm saying? I was dying laughing at fucking George Carlin jokes my sophomore year in high school, and people like 90% of his material was going so far over. Dude, in elementary school, bro. In elementary school. Okay, so I graduated high school in 2006. In elementary school, my old man had this joke, a written joke on a Post-it note on our home desktop, right? And it was just a handwritten joke that said, I drink grape juice because OJ kills. And I thought that was so fucking funny, dude. That was the pinnacle of comedy to me in elementary school. Like, because like I read it and I was like, oh, I don't get it. And then like I had to think about it. I was like, ha ha ha. Like, and it just like cracked me up, dude. And I remember trying to tell that joke. It is, I drink grape juice because OJ kills. OJ could be one word, so 7 words, right? I drink grape juice because OJ kills, dude. And like people didn't get that joke in the 90s. It's not that hard to fuck up. And like, I should have just known then that people were too fucking stupid. Bro, dude, you're the class of 06 Refty? Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Mitch Hedberg. Yes, dude. Yes, dude, bro. Do you want a frozen banana? No, but I want a regular banana later. So yes. Like, that is so fucking funny, dude. That is so fucking funny, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? And a lot of people are just like, huh? What? I can't envision an apple spinning in my mind. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's just brutal, bro. Until they expect you to try them. That's exactly it, Buster. Dude, when people have the expectation, like, it's easy to make people laugh in general conversation because 90% of stand-up is subverting the expectation, change of direction, turn of phrase, that type of stuff. So in general conversation, like when you're talking to somebody about work shit and you just fly a joke in real quick, it hits 10 times harder than it does when you're on stage because they're not expecting it. When you're on stage, they're sitting there going, y'all. So I got paid to do stand-up, okay? Yo, shout out. Your boy opened for Dave Landau one weekend. What up? Let's go. When you are being paid and the audience is paying to be there, the expectations isn't, oh, they're just amateurs, I'm having a beer. It's, dance monkey, I'm paying you hard-earned cash, make me laugh. So when they expect to be entertained, it is different. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's all that hard. It's just tell your fucking just do your material. like it just like and this is the problem that I had with stand up is that like so many people would just like, you would do a set and that you, oh, great job, and it's like, dude, no, it wasn't. Stop with the everyone gets a trophy bullshit, because like either one of two things is happening. Either you are deliberately lying to my face, or deliberately lying to somebody else's face by telling them that it was good material, and then you're giving them a false sense of security in their material, a false sense of talent, or you genuinely believe that was good, in which case you're fucking delusional. Either direction, I don't want you in my fucking vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Like either one of those, I don't want you, because I'm trying to get better. I'm not just doing this for shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing this to get better. It's like going to the gym. Why go to the gym to just sit there and take pictures and listen to music? You're just wasting your and everyone else's time. You know what I'm saying, bro? If you have a problem with stand-up, then sit down. Exactly, dude. Jody says there's really no question people are getting dumber. That 100%. Look at our literacy rates. When I'm considered a competent reader, we are. And guys, y'all, I've said this for so fucking long, and this is what I don't understand. I actually thought about starting a second channel where I just dog on society, and I was gonna call it the measuring stick, because I have this problem, y'all. When Hat and Beard, when I am the high watermark, right? We have a significant fucking species problem. It's like, dude, if I'm the high watermark, we need to turn the fuck back around and go back to the cave and start over, because clearly we fucked up somewhere along. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. Are you fucking serious? Listen to the way I talk. I'm a fucking I don't know shit, man. But if it's like, y'all, when I'm like, damn, y'all are straight stupid. Not you guys, not Mad Hatter Nation. But when I listen to people, when I see videos, I'm like, you are so fucking dumb. And they're just rewarded for their stupidity, which further snowballs the stupidity. Are you serious? Skibbity toilet? I know, I sound like such a fucking boomer, dude. I'm so old. I'm so old. What's up, Mom? How you doing? Hopefully you and Dad are having a good morning. Time for Hat to go to Austin and try to get on Kill Tony. No, see, and that's the thing, dude. Like, I am not good enough, bro. I am not a good enough stand. And like, that's what like used to irritate me, dude, is that like I knew where, like, I'm self-aware enough to know where I fell in the stand-up hierarchy, right? And like I would watch all these people who, in my opinion, were way fucking shittier than me, but they play the game. And this is how all of humanity is ultimately. I don't play grab ass. I don't fucking play slap and tickle. I play well enough with people, but I'm not gonna kiss your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to have my ass kissed. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's just weird. And especially in entertainment, it's all about kiss ass. Like, okay. For example, guys, if I were to like aggressively pursue trying to do collabs with people, I could probably see like infinitely more growth across all social medias. But I don't know how, and B, ultimately there's going to come a point where we just don't agree, and I say something like that's fucking stupid, and then people's feelings get fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying, dude? And then it's you know how it goes, bro. Trump is a troll, not so much a comedian. Yeah, dude, yes. Trump is an entertainer, dude. That's all he is. Trump's not a stand-up. He has comedic timing. Trump's an entertainer, dude. Trump's an entertainer. And that's why sometimes, there you go. You know what, guys? Oh, fuck, man. We just nailed it, dude. It's not so much that Trump is a comedian. He has comedic timing. This is the thing about Trump, dude, and this is why people love him and hate him, is you are watching Donald Trump do what comics do outside of the camera. He's just seeing it you're just seeing it broadcast to the whole world. He's trying out material all the time. And sometimes, more times than not, that material doesn't hit. But when that material does hit, it's like legendary. It goes directly into the zeitgeist. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like Rosie O'Donnell's Fat and Ugly. No, you'd be in jail. You know, drill, baby, drill. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, but a lot of times he'll be working out material that would hit, but that we have the power of video editing to take him out of context and reclip him and make him sound, very good people on both sides. You know what I'm saying? He just gets called stupid. Exactly, dude. Exactly, Rick. Dude, you get it. He isn't afraid to say the blue-haired freaks is a blue-haired freak. Mr. Detroit City, and, to kind of harken back to what we were talking about last week, that is a direct correlation to the feminization of Western society, where, we have gotten so far away from the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, to the point where it is just like... imagine going back in time to the Stoics of yesteryear and explaining to them microaggressions. Like, fucking really? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have lived my whole fucking life under the gun of microexpressions and being perceived one way simply because of how I communicate. One, yes, I have a tendency to be a little bit more blunt. Okay. Look, I'll own it. I get directly to the point. I don't have time to pussyfoot around. I have infinitely better things to do than to play fucking slap and tickle with some pussyfooting motherfucker. Get to the point. Tell me what the fuck it is you want. I have better things. People don't seem to grasp that, like, I would rather someone just get to the fucking point then I would rather watch grass grow or paint dry or kick rocks and flip-flops than to listen to someone pussyfoot around and drag out a conversation. I just don't care enough. You know what I mean? I just don't care enough about what they have to say. I've played enough of these games with people long enough. I've had enough of conversations with people that all the world to me is a stage. We are merely players. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just, for the most part, the people that I interact with, NPCs of the world fit a predetermined script, a predetermined narrative. I already know what they're going to say. Just get to the goddamn point. You know what I'm saying? Two, so I'm very direct. And secondly, all right, guys, we'll get into the biology of it. I have really fucked up sinuses and really fucked up ears. Like, my ears are wildly fucked up, dude. I had tubes in my ears twice as a kid, and both times I had so much fluid that they popped out of my fucking ears, dude. That's why, if you guys notice, a lot of times I'll be sitting here, I'll do this, I'll go... like that, it's because I'm popping my fucking ears because I got so much fucking pressure on my ears that I can't hear shit. I can't hear a damn bit of nothing 90% of the fucking time. That's why like I need people to like look at me when they're talking to me so that like one, I know that they're talking to me, and two, I can focus on them. Sometimes I'm reading fucking lips, I ain't gonna lie. But because of that, I'm a little bit louder than most people, right? So I get labeled as a big angry person because I talk louder than most people. Well, that's bullshit. How come some fucking fat blue-haired double amputee transgender with rickets gets fucking grace, but I don't be given fucking grace when I'm like, I can't hear. I cannot fucking hear. And they're just like, well, that's your problem. But this transgender blue-haired fucking double amputee with rickets who's morbidly obese gets all the grace in the world. Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying, dude? Ears don't work. Sinuses backed up. OF quality feet. You get it, dude. Exactly. That is my saving grace, guys, and that is subscribe to onlymeat.com, onlyfeet.com, hat and meat, hat and feet, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah, Refty. You know Landau, dude? Bro, that's what's up. Got to do it on my own. Exactly, Refty. Yeah, bro. Legit. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that like Dave Landau knows who I am, but I've met Dave Landau several times. I did a whole weekend with him, and I'm gonna be very, very honest, very straightforward and honest with you guys when I say this. Dave Landau is one of the very few genuinely authentic good people in this world. Like, he is a genuinely authentic good person. He's a great person, an honest person, hardworking, and he's one of those guys who is ultimately too good-natured for his own good. His career could be a lot farther. He could be a lot better off in his career if he played the game, but Dave Landau is one of those guys who isn't going to sell his soul for money. And if you ever get the chance to go to a Dave Landau show and you get a chance to meet Dave Landau, he is such a nice guy, dude. And like okay, I'm gonna tell you the very first time I ever met Dave Landau, right? He was just in a group of people, and so Dave Landau's a little bit of a germaphobe, okay? And he was like standing kind of next to me, and I sneezed, but I didn't like sneeze like I didn't sneeze like I didn't. I just like like that, you know what I mean? I didn't like sneeze shit everywhere, but I was like like that, you know? And Dave Landau turns to me and he looks me dead in the eyes and he goes, "And we're washing our hands now." I was just like, all right, buddy, I got you, dude. He's just like, "And we're washing our hands now." He's a great dude, bro. He's a great dude. Dave is the only comedian show I ever paid to go to. Front row. It was a birthday gift to myself. Did you enjoy it, Refty, bro? He is so funny. Did he tell the joke about the cheeseburgers? Did he tell the joke about so I'm just hooking cheeseburgers at it, and the whole reason he got off is because the judge ruled that cheeseburgers weren't currency? Oh, Mr. Detroit City. Mr. Detroit City says, you know, it sucks when you get water clogged up your ears. So that's part of the reason why I'm so hard of hearing is I got so much water in my ear when I was like 15, 16 that it didn't drain out of my ear and it just swelled up in my eardrum, and my eardrum just like exploded and just like ruptured, and I woke up with this awful pain and my pillow just had water and blood all over it. And I was like, oh, you know, whatever, my ears are just fucked up. It's just, you know, it is what it is. And I like went about my day and I was like, damn, dude, my ear hurts so bad. It feels like someone's stabbing an ice pick in my ear. And like I went about my whole day and like I came home and my mom was like, your ear hurts? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, what the fuck? And she's like, we need to go to the ER. They were like, your ear is fucked up, dude. I was like, oh. I don't know, man. Yeah, you know what? Guys, we have gotten so off the rails. We're just going to watch a quick video and then do the mock draft. Yo, check this out. You know what? It's too long of a bit. There's this Jim Brewer bit about kidney stones. And that's kind of what it's like. It's like, I don't know. I have a pencil with some paper towel wrapped around it that I just like
stick in my ear, and that feels kind of good to get the water out.
Like, I'm a fucking idiot, bro. I'm such a fucking idiot. Artillery, heavy base, shotguns, road. Yeah, Trippy, you're deaf as shit then, bro. Nice to hear you never know how these people are behind the scenes. Not being a POS is lost art. Yeah, Buster, legit, dude. Dave Landau is a genuinely good guy. Like, he is I mean this like, he is a authentic, genuine, good person. Period. Like, he's all of those things and all of those things in run-on. Does that make sense? He is authentic, he is genuine, and he is a good person while being a authentic, genuinely good person. Does that make sense? Like he is a very good dude. Reminded me of younger times, jumping off waterfalls and Red Dead 2 weeks ago. I had to drain my ear. Oh, and the Dominican Republic. Yeah, dude, I'm sure you did, bro, off on your cruise there, brother. Hell yeah. Kidney stones are caused by oxalates, so I eat meat. Hell yeah, Brent. Dude, that's the way to go. So, yeah, what the fuck? Not kidding. There's some Jim Brewer joke where he's like, he thinks he's got like kidney stones or some type of a stone or something like that. And like, he's like, so I drank a bunch of cranberry juice. And he's like, I'm telling my wife that I woke up and like my back hurt. And he's like, it must be working because I peed out all the cranberry juice. Like, I peed it all out and it just came out just straight cranberry juice. And he like went about his day and then came home and told his wife, and she's like, you're peeing blood. Like, what the fuck? You're peeing blood. And he's like, I thought I was just peeing cranberry juice. You drink the cranberry juice, I thought I was just peeing it out, you know? I'm like, bro. That he didn't give you the cheeseburger joke, dude? It's pretty funny. It's one of his older jokes, bro. Refties it. Yeah, so Dave Landau's got this joke about how back in the day, he got arrested for soliciting prostitution because him and his brother seen a hooker at White Castle, so they started throwing cheeseburgers at her and asked her if she would give him a blowjob for cheeseburgers. Well, come to find out it was an undercover cop, right? So they arrested her, and ultimately his lawyer argued, and the judge agreed that it wasn't soliciting prostitution because cheeseburgers aren't an actual form of currency. So that's how he got off of the charge, bro. And I was like, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's kind of like how when I had to do community service, I did 100 hours of community service by watching online educational videos and then having a certificate sent to me for $45 because I was able to argue to the diversion officer that it counted as community service because I was educating myself in ways that I could then go out into the community and help the community educate itself. Therefore, it is a form of community service. And at the time, he was just like, whatever, I don't care. That's the first time I've ever heard this. And it was the last time he ever heard it. But I was able to get off, bro. Randy disagrees, bro. Randy's a greasy cheeseburger eating fuck. Yeah, off the rails is an understatement, dude. Blue-haired lady standing on the corner told me meat is bad for me. Yeah, well, dude, she thinks meat is bad for her. That's why she fucks chicks, bro. She doesn't like meat. Doesn't mean you can't eat meat, dude. We're a carnivorous family over here, dude. I'm not gonna lie. We tried that whole like, you know, one day a week, just eating veggies, bro. It's so lame. Dude, a meetup at the cheeseburger festival, y'all. I don't think you guys understand. I am a cheeseburger connoisseur, bro. I've been eating fucking cheeseburgers. Like, dude, not only have I been eating cheeseburgers, but your boy, I am so good at making burgers, dude. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Look. All right, check this out. If you guys were to take a 8-ounce ground beef ball, right? Just like get yourself some pre-mixed ground beef from the store, a little 80-20 boy, right? And mix up 4.4 ounces into a ball, right? And then go ahead and get yourself a burger smasher, smash it on a cast iron skillet, right? But use butter. Shit's going to taste just like Wendy's, dude. Now, if you do the same thing, but use a 4-ounce patty and use a little bit of olive oil, use a smash burger on cast iron, shit's going to taste just like McDonald's, yo. I can't explain it, dude. I figured it out, dude. I swear I mess up every comment anymore. It's all good, Rick. What's the best burger in Lansing? Or do you mean what's the best burger in Michigan? That's a good question, Buster, dude. Man, I have a feeling you wouldn't want to leave the Thumb. Never been to the Thumb, dude, to be honest with you. What's up? Eating cheeseburgers like Randy, Trailer Park Boys, Juices Lucy. Dude, bro, I'm so glad that you guys all know these. Y'all get the trailer. Because, like, I'm going to be honest, y'all, I watch a lot of weird shit, man. So sometimes the references be real fucking weird, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's where Cheeseburger Fest is. Oh, no shit. Ted Turner, though, is an American legend. You know, he saved American bison population, but proved a sweet bison meat. Now, yo, legit, bison is fire, dude. If you can get yourself some bison, dude, bison is pretty fire, dude. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. The best burger in Michigan is grilled on my back porch. And see, Rick, dude, that's kind of what I was leaning into. It's like, here's the thing, man. It's not that, like, I think I am some type of, like, fucking Michelin star chef or whatever. It's just that, like, I know what I like, you know what I'm saying? And I like I've been honing my cooking skills for so long that, like, I know how to make it that it's like exactly what I like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I'm always going to be a little biased, you know, and be like, no, I'm actually, you know, Guy might be the mayor of Flavor Town, but, like, he's still got to submit to the king. You know what I mean? Like, he can be the mayor of the town or whatever, but I'm the king of Flavor Nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. Do your little thing. He just got to pay his tax to the king, you know? Alpaca is good too. Had when I went to Peru. No shit, dude. You know, I like trying the wild meats, dude. Like, so a lot of us up here probably don't have much chance to, but you Florida boys, dude, gator is fucking delicious. It tastes like fishy chicken. Ostrich jerky's really fucking good. Snake fucking jerky's really good. That's about the most exotic shit I've ever had. You know, outside of your traditional, like, you know, American stuff. Culver's has... See, Buster, dude, the thing that I like Culver's, dude. The problem is, bro, is it's so fucking expensive now, dude. Culver's is kind of just like, I don't mind going to Culver's, but, like, it'd be nice if they had, like, somebody outside that could just, like, squirt a little lube in my ass before they just dry dick me for 2 burgers for fucking $33. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's just too damn fucking pricey, dude. And, like, I get it, dude. Culver's is trying to be the Chick-fil-A of burgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying their best, but, like, y'all gotta have a little bit of price control. And not for nothing, Culver's, dude, you guys are trying to do too damn much, bro. Do you see Chick-fil-A trying to... Well, we also have a single burger alternative. No, dude. Stick to burgers. Quit trying to do this, that, and the other thing. You're trying to do that McDonald's shit. You're trying to overexpand. You're trying to do too damn much, bro. Keep it simple, stupid. Tailor your menu to a very specific customer base and just take advantage of that market. Niche down, bro. Do like I'm doing over on Rumble. Shout out Rumble. Try and find yourself a niche and build yourself a product there. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe over on Rumble. If you're over there, you guys, legit, let's go. Culver's needs to work on passing their health inspections first and foremost. Not only that, dude, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, the Culver's in the town I live's got a bunch of them dudes that paint their fingernails and them, like, people with the, you know, funky colored hair and stuff, dude. So I just, you know, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Hat makes a great burger. Thank you, Mom. Actually, shout out. Hey, so just so you know, Mom, so Easter / my birthday dinner, we assume you and Dad are going to come over. I have already decided I'm going to make smash burgers, because that's what I want. So we're going to make smash burgers and probably do, like, probably some baked beans and just, like, some deviled eggs, and I think she's going to make a dessert. I don't know. But we're not going to be doing it too loud, but I wanted smash burgers. So I'm going to make smash burgers for us. You guys just got to decide if you guys want singles or doubles. That's the only thing you got to decide. Tasty Burgers, the burger at the gas station. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Gun show, sports, politics, and grilling. You know, trippy, dude. Dude, Buster, bro. You know what's better than fucking baked beans, dude? And shout out my mom. Y'all, leftover cold baked beans. Woo! Y'all, I think we had burgers and beans last Sunday. And then I had Hat and Boobs make some extra beans because I love leftover baked beans, especially when they're cold, dude. And she's got this method so we eat turkey bacon because I don't eat pork, right? So she's got a way of doing turkey bacon in the air fryer that is so fucking good. So it was, the baked beans with the turkey bacon, dude. And then I had it cold for like 4 days with lunch last week, dude. Long story short, the magical fruit led to a magical symphony all week long, and it was a good time, dude. Baked beans with breakfast is underrated. Mr. Detroit City, you are probably right, but I won't do that for the same reason that I won't drink tea, and that is because I'm an American, and the English culture can go kick rocks and flip-flops. You know what I'm saying? Baked beans are so slept on, dude. They really are. And I don't know why, like, at a certain point in, like, I don't know, man. I feel like in, like, the late 90s to mid-aughts, society just, like, got real elitist and snooty. And like, they got real, like, everyone just, like, decided to collectively turn their nose up to, like, baked beans, dude. And, like, a good baked bean dish, fucking slaps, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Baked beans are where it's at, bro. Baked beans slap so fucking hard. Like in the hierarchy of barbecued goods, right? Baked beans has got to fall at least in the A tier, right? I mean, it's a fucking staple. It's a vegetable that is a it's a fruit that is or a legume, I don't fucking know. It is a non-meat staple in the barbecue sphere. How can it not be goated, dude? Are you serious? In-N-Out best burger in the U.S.? Hell yeah, Derek. Never had one. Steak is the American bean. I will stick with steak. Hell yeah, Brent. It's the American bean. I love that, dude. That's where you mess up. I don't even see them. LMAO, I get no credit for nothing, dude. You don't even see beans, dude? It's the highlight of the barbecue. Dude, Buster. I like your takes, Buster. A-tier barbecue is meat only. Sides can't score above B tier. All right, that's okay. I'll give you that, dude. I'll give you that, Brent. I will give you that. I think I was overinflated. Because here's the problem, dude. I am such a fucking stan for barbecue. Dude, I would eat I would eat barbecue every single fucking day out of the week if I could. And this is the downside, is like, there is a barbecue joint right fucking over there, dude. My blind grandpa used to drive our LA 135 lawnmower that is now mine. My blind grandpa used to drive his lawnmower, his old John Deere, up to the barbecue stand and get barbecue and ride it back. And I went there one time because everyone's like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, ah. And I was like, all right, bet. And I was like, one of my like favorite things on planet Earth is pulled pork. Okay, I love a pulled pork sandwich. As much as I don't eat pork, I am a fucking sucker for pulled pork. And I was like, all right, I got their pulled pork sandwich. And I was like, y'all got some barbecue sauce? And they're like, yeah, it's right over there in the bottles. And I was like, I went over there. And that shit was salsa. Now, I don't mean like sauce as in salsa means like sauce. I mean, Jose thought that he was working at a Mexican joint, putting nachos out on that motherfucker, and there was vegetable chunks in that barbecue sauce. That is not that. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it wasn't barbecue. So I could eat barbecue every single day of the week, but the place by me sucks donkey ass, dude. So that's the big thing, we all got to get together someday for a cookout in Gun Day. Jack, if I ever get rich, and I realize that how this sounds, if I ever get rich enough, I'm buying a plot of land and building a compound. Now, I realize that when I say that, people get the David Koresh vibes, and like that I'm going to, like, yes, I do have the know-how, and if I ever got, whistling diesel rich, I am building a tank out of a bulldozer. Not because I want to run over the city, just because I need something to fucking do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, people don't understand. Like, Back to what we were talking about last week. How did they build the pyramids? Time, dude. They had all they had nothing fucking better to do. Do you not understand the power of boredom? Fuck, man. Lamb of God, David Koresh, dude. What were they? Oh, the Branch Davidians. There you go, Branch Davidians. Hat and Beard Cookout sounds like a fucking blast. It could be, dude. It could be. It could be. I'm going to smoke pork shoulder, turkey, and some beef short ribs tomorrow. No shit, Brent. Damn, dude. That's not... Bro. Hell yeah, Mr. Trade City. You sure can come inspect it for free, guys. Well, guys, so we've been crushing it, just going article by article here. Let's go ahead and finally get into our last segment of the day, as I just decided to talk to you guys for a fucking... Y'all realize that all I did was sit here and just talk to you for an hour about nothing related to football? Did we even talk about football? Did we ever even talk about football? How the fuck did we get here? What the fuck even started this conversation? Y'all, this is how it goes with me, man. This is how I have the gift of gab where I can just talk, and these conversations are like whoopity-doo. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bro, how the fuck did we get onto baked beans, bro? This is a football show. What the fuck is wrong with me, man? Yo. Oh, man. Beans, 1 pound ground beef, green pepper, onion, jumbo, baked beans, and a glass dish No shit, dude. Rafty, I'll have to remember that, dude. Egyptian Wally Wellington. Yes, dude, Wally Wellington. Yeah, dude, we were talking about that. How he was using leverage and stuff. Also, I'm like, I don't think you guys understand the power of slaves. Like the absolute insane power of slaves. You can do a lot with I'm not advocating for it. It's just, they had slaves. You can do a lot. You can do a lot with a slave class. Basically whatever you want. Basically, pretty much, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want. So, not only did the Egyptians understand leverage, but they had slaves. And you can do a lot with slaves. So, just putting that out there. Just gonna go ahead and leave that right there. I'm baked, but I don't eat beans. Trippy or Brent, I am also. Oh, that's right. It all started talking about stand-up and Dave Landau. Yo, Dave, you see what you did, Dave? You see what you did, Dave Landau? You had a great show on The Blaze, Normal World, with Quarterback Garrett and Angela. You had a great show over there. And I don't know why, but The Blaze took it away, and we don't have Normal World no more. So I feel the need to talk about Dave Landau on the internet. Since Dave Landau isn't talking on the internet. Though I do think Dave Landau is getting a new show on The Blaze. I think. Shout out The Blaze, y'all. Get The Blaze in contact with me so that that can be my job. Let's do it. Let's get after it, y'all. Let's go. Typical morning, right? Exactly. Yeah, Jack, 100%. It for real was squirrel. Like I just got so fucking distracted, y'all. And let's be real. Guys, let's be honest. There isn't much to fucking talk about. All right. Now, okay, real quick. We got time. We got time. I do think that the Roger McCreary sign is low-key really sneaky. I think he's a sneaky potential high upside player. Worst case scenario, it's Emmanuel Mosley all over again. But I do think we have a nice little sneaky maneuverability here. I think he's a little bit better right now than Amik Robertson. I think he fills that Amik Robertson role really well, that nickel slot corner type role. And then you also pair him with the addition of what's his name? Christian Eisen. Man, I'm dumb as fuck. Christian Eisen, who is just an all-around DB, can play all the positions. Very Avante Maddox. I think that's sneaky. I also really like I seen this baked beans over the offseason. Hell fucking yes, Buster. Exact. Well, and guys, let's be real. Yo, when we get out of the draft, it's going to be baked beans for quite a while, dude. It's going to be a lot of baked beans talk, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because there's not going to be a lot to discuss. But I also really liked the Tyler Conklin signing. I do think Tyler Conklin is a better tight end all around right now than block wrong Brock Wright. I do think that Tyler Conklin is going to come in and play a lot of valuable snaps as long as he plays healthy for Detroit, and is a very high value, low cost tight end 2/3. I do think it gives us more flexibility, and I think he's a better run blocker, a better receiver, a better body of work. He's also from Central Michigan, so there's that biasy there. All of us from Michigan love Michigan products, so there is that as well. All right, guys, we are now going to dive into the mock draft. We probably going to run about a half hour late at the most. I realized that I, told you we were going to run short, but I lied. I started talking about baked beans. Let's go ahead and dive into this draft here. Before we do, though, guys, there are 7 of you watching over on Rumble. Damn, dude. Yo, y'all. For example, there's 12 of you over on YouTube right now. I have 850 subscribers on YouTube. I have 8 viewers on Rumble with 30 subscribers over there. Guys, y'all, we got to. Also, it looks like Rumble's fucking up on me. Looks like we hit the Rumble lag. Your boy's blowing up too hard and hit the Rumble lag. But make sure to subscribe before we do this. Share this around with everybody and hit that like button, guys. So we are going to be the Detroit Lions, the 2026 draft. We're going to do 5 rounds according to the expert board at normal speed. We'll see. Last week, guys, I think we got too bogged down in the trades, right? We got way too bogged down in the trades. So we'll try to avoid some of that. I'm going to try and keep the chat pulled up over here. I used to love baked beans, but I treat sugar like cocaine. I fixed my metabolism. Now I eat 3,000 plus calories per day for the first time in my life. I'm old and eat more than ever. No shit, dude. So, Brent, you're kind of on that carnivore diet though, aren't you? Because you're like, I eat a bunch of meat. So you like completely faded sugar, huh? You like completely faded it, dude. I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. We eat a lot less sugar than we ever have before over here at Hat and Beard Show. But hell yeah, Brandy, that's what's up. I appreciate you, Brandy, over on Rumble. You guys, Brandy's dropping comments. Go Lions. Let's go, Brandy. I appreciate you, sister. Thank you so much, yo. Thank you so much, guys. We are grinding it out over on Rumble. Let's go ahead and get into the draft here, though. Let's go ahead and enter the draft room. What was the consensus on the poll here, guys? All right, 53% of you want us to go tackle in round 1. So let's it's the best way to go carnivore. Jack, real quick, shout out, guys. Carnivore is the route to go, but you have to get fiber in your diet. You guys have to have fiber in your diet to get that shit out of your guts, dude. And I mean that literally, to get the poop out of your guts, dude. I'm carnivore. I gained and lost 100 pounds half a dozen times in my life. Hell yeah, Glenn Beck honestly has a really good program. Yes, Derek, he does. The only problem I have with Glenn Beck is he is way too... Now, I don't fucking care because I am, at my core, an America first. But Glenn Beck is slowly becoming Ben Shapiro, in my opinion. He's getting a little way too pro-Israel for me. And it's like, he can hold those beliefs. I personally, I don't fucking care. I don't want to hear it. I'd like us to wrap this shit up over there. The problem with the Iran conflict, guys, is the problem with any type of government program. And, the longest part of any, 2-3 week, longest and hardest part of any 2 or 3 week long government program is the first 6 years. The first 6 years of that 2 or 3 week long program is always the hardest to overcome, So once we get out of the first 6 years, then we'll have a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on. But the first 6 years of a 2 or 3 week long program, think that, 15 days to slow the spread, this conflict's only going to take a couple weeks. The problem with that is the first 6 years are always the hardest to deal with, When I worked with the Saginaw Mexicans, I did too, Rick. Now I stick to steak and cannabis. Hell yeah, Brent, dude, that's what's up. I used to treat cocaine like cocaine. It's going to fade us onto YouTube for his Rumble crushes. Trippy, no, but what I would like to do is I would like to somehow... All right, I don't know how to do this, and, I just need time to research it. I'd love to somehow get both chats on the screen at the same time so that you guys can kind of see what the other team, not the other team, but the other group is saying, so that I'm not like, YouTube said this, Rumble said this, YouTube said this, Rumble said this. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could get a a plug-in or something that could integrate both of them, but we're still trying to work there, dude. I do like Rumble though. I do like Rumble. It feels like old YouTube. And look, full disclosure, I make money on Rumble just by producing content. Yes, it is like 3 cents per upload, and I don't know how to make I don't know how the monetization on Rumble works. Like, I make money on some of my live shows, but then some of my live shows I don't make any money. And it's only like 2 or 3, like I make 2 or 3 cents for like 15 viewers, but then I make nothing more. Like I could get 15 viewers and get 3 cents, or I could get like 100 viewers and get 3 cents. I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? But technically, I do make money just by uploading content on Rumble. It's just very small. I have made more money on YouTube altogether through Super Chats, but technically I do make more regular, I guess, streams of income on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? But Rumble's fun, dude. I like Rumble. Sag Nasty Cocaine, you're lucky you're alive. Yeah, dude, anything out of Sag Nasty, you're lucky to be alive, dude. I used to do a bunch of shows up in Saginaw, dude. I used to do stand-up up in Saginaw. My 2 favorite cities to do stand-up in for open mics. And this is saying something because I ran a show here in Lansing. I ran the Moriarty's Comedy Night for like 2, almost 3 years right here in Lansing. My 2 favorite cities to do stand-up in for at least the open mic circuits were Kalamazoo and Saginaw, dude. Yeah, there was what was it? Hills Tavern or Hills Bar in Saginaw. I loved going there. And then there's this dude who has a company up there. It's called the Future of Comedy Show, and it's this guy named Mike Ball. He has like a traveling show that he does through very different venues all across the state, but he's mostly like based out of Saginaw. And Mike Ball puts on a really good show. That guy's come a long way, dude. I've seen clips of Mike Ball now, dude. I remember when he was just starting out, dude. Like, he's gotten a lot better, dude. He's gotten that Mike Ball guy's gotten a lot better. But if you go to a Mike Ball show, if you get a chance here in Michigan to see a Future of Comedy show, definitely go to one that has Dave Welfare on the lineup and tell him I sent you. Tell him Hat and Beard sent you, dude. Yo, Dave Welfare is so funny, dude. He is so fun. And it's Welfare with 2 L's because he could afford the second L. Yo, for real. Check out a Future of Comedy show in Michigan and definitely make sure you go to one that has Dave Welfare on it and tell him Hat and Beard sent you, dude. For real. Oh, you're good, Trippy. No, you're totally good, dude. You're not throwing me on a rant, dude. You are just... what you're doing is you're tapping into streams of consciousness that I've been thinking about on the back, like outside of... Off camera. How's that? Off camera, I've been, like, really trying to kind of figure out how to integrate Rumble more to YouTube without ignoring YouTube. Does that make sense? I've been trying to, like... And I just don't understand how to do it yet. And it's not that I don't understand how to do it. What it really is I haven't figured out how to ask the right question to get the answer that I need. Does that make sense? Like I know where I need to get and what I want to do. I just don't know how to ask the right question and to whom or what I need to ask that question to get the answers that I need. And a lot of times it just takes a lot of me online asking questions to, Google on Reddit, asking questions, really ChatGPT helps a lot, kind of funnel things in. I just have to, to understand what I need to do, I first have to understand the question that I need answered to get the answer that I'm seeking. Does that make sense? It made sense in my head, but it sounded really fucking stupid in my ears coming out. Lucky to be alive is an understatement. Hell yeah, dude. Especially with that Sag Nasty cocaine, dude. First thing I see over the Oscars are so gay. I don't know if Rumble will be liked by my company's network gods. Bro, The Oscars, hashtag Oscars so gay, dude. Hashtag Oscars so gay. Make sure to hit the like button. Ask ChatGPT, not kidding. No, for real, Refty, dude. Yeah, Rumble, you guys don't know this. I actually use ChatGPT a lot, and I'm not an advocate for AI to the degree that a lot of people are, but I'm not like one of those like Dune people that's like, no, there's going to be a Butlerian revolution and we need to have just fucking mentats. I'm not one of those guys. I view specifically LLMs as a viable tool if you know what you're trying to use it for. And that kind of harkens back to what we were just talking about, where you can use ChatGPT to add, if you know, okay, you can get whatever question out of ChatGPT answered in whatever way you want if you ask it a question in a very specifically tailored way. Also, there are various things that ChatGPT has a very liberal bias toward. But again, you can hashtag, shout out Michael Knowles, controlling words, controlling minds, ding ding. You can manipulate ChatGPT because it is a clanker and robots are stupid. Shout out those of us who work in mechatronics. I know this firsthand that robots only do what you tell them to. So if you manipulate a question a certain way, you can get an answer out of ChatGPT. But as far as like surface level baseline functionality, it can be used as a little bit of a digital assistant. Like I use it for, punching up like emails, punching up my description. If you guys really want to know all of my thumbnail, the funny characters that I make on the site, here, let's pull this up real quick over here. Bam. So like obviously Dan Campbell, but all of these pictures, all of the character on the opposite side of me, I've used ChatGPT to make every single one. Every single one of those characters. And the trick is you find a good picture with no background and you upload it, and then you have to give it a very specific command. And I'm not going to give away the fucking tools of the trade, but there's very specific commands that I've figured out work really fucking well. And that's how you do it. ChatGPT can be jailbroken. 100%, dude. 100% it can. 100% it can. Real news on Rumble. 100%, dude. Real news is on Rumble. And, Hat and Boobs is going to get mad at me for saying this, but check out Chad Prather on Rumble, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. He's got a great morning show. I'm just kidding, babe. I'm just saying that because I say Hat and Boobs is going to get mad at me tongue in cheek because she's going to hit me on the top of the head with oranges when she gets home. This is a cry for help. I'm just kidding. It's just a big joke, right? All right, so let's do this mock draft, guys. 11-11, make a wish. Let's start the draft. We're not gonna fucking fart around too hard with this. How much you want to bet it's gonna go Mendoza, and then defense probably Averill, and then Mayauga, and then Love. Ew, Tennessee's logo is so gross and gay. Ew, gross, gay and gross. Let's get this draft underway. Stop. Oh my God, no way! Yo! Sonny Styles went number 2 overall, bro. Yo. Fields got traded to KC? No shit. What'd they get in exchange? A bag of old boiled potatoes? Gross. Gross. So gross. So unbelievably gross. Just like this draft class. We're going to just slide out of here real quick, even though I do like that offering. Mendoza, Styles, Mayauga, Bailey, Reese, Freeling at number 6. Bain at 7, Tyson at 8, Tate at 9, Downs at 10, McCoy at 11, Terrell at 12, Love at 13. No shit. Leone at 14, Folk and Lemon round out 15 and 16. The Lions are at 17. Okay. Now the chat over on YouTube, you guys wanted us to go tackle in the first round. I cannot, in good faith, willingly walk away from Spencer Fano or Mansour Delane. Now, we do have offers on the table, though. And LA is coming in pretty hot and heavy right here. Can you guys see the offer? Do you see this offer? We got 3 trade offers. LA's offering us the 22nd and the 86th. We're only doing 5 rounds, so I don't care about the 6th round. See what our other offers are. Philly's offering us the 23rd and next year's third-round pick. And Green Bay, I am not trading with Green Bay. Green Bay can go kick rocks and flip-flops for all eternity. Amen. L.A., though, bro. See, there you go, dude. Yeah, dude, Jack, you seen how happy Pacheco is, dude? Guys, okay, so I described Pacheco to Hat and Boobs like this. He has the running style of David Montgomery and the personality of Jamal Williams. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about Isaiah Pacheco? He has the physical attributes and running style of David Montgomery with the personality of Jamal Williams. Like, it's a perfect fit, right? All right, so Rumble, how do we feel, guys? Should we trade Rumble? What about you, YouTube? Fields is going to have to be the best season ever. Then Pat will be from ACL ass after the rest. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Do you think this is a insurance policy that Patrick Mahomes is not on track with his injury recovery or something? So Kerry wants us to take Fano. Jack wants us to trade. What do you think, guys? Do we take the LA trade to get a third rounder and a sixth rounder and just move back to 17, or do we pull the trigger on Fano? I have a hard time walking away from Fano. I feel like if we were to walk away from Fano, we're making a huge mistake. What do you guys think? Trade. Brandy wants us to trade. You want us to trade away from Spencer Fano, huh? There is a lot of tackles in the second round. There's Max Finkel-Einhorn. There's Gunter Dunker, you know. I do like getting this 86th pick as well. It gives us a lot of ammunition. Or a lot of capital. Just a lot of picks to grab. Keep fearing Fano's going to move to guard, huh? Is that because he's a little short in the arms? He's not as long? Is it his measurables? Or is he just doesn't have that quick enough of a step getting back to a drop set, getting back into his bucket set, or a step? What's wrong with Fano? Gotcha, it's his measurables. I was wondering about that, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Outside of Proctor, don't all of the tackles in this draft seem to be a little short-armed? Like a little stubby in the arms. They all seem to be a little stubby in the arms. Just the arms being short. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was saying. Whenever I look at Spencer Fano, I'm like, his arms just look a little stubby. But you know who else had short arms? Aiden Hutchinson. That's why he went number 2 overall. All right, guys, so you want us to trade? I've got 2 trades. I've got 2 for trade, 1 for Fano. We'll give it 1 more minute on the open market, and then we'll bounce. We don't need 1,000 more rounds and later projects. Okay, Trippy. Okay. All right, you know what, Trippy? You know what, dude? Okay. Trippy is right. Shout out Trippy Gypsy over on YouTube. We don't need 1,000 third-round picks and project players. Are we that high on Larry Borum or Miles Frazier? If you could have your choice between Godzilla has short arms, Refty, dropping truth bombs over on Rumble. Yeah,
Godzilla has a short arms, and Godzilla is very terrifying.
Right? All right. I don't want any project players. And if I have the choice between my right tackle being Larry Borum, Miles Frazier, who I am very high on, or Spencer Fano, I'm going Spencer Fano. Guys, we're going Spencer Fano. Welcome aboard. We are so happy. We are so happy with Spencer Fano. I could have gone Mansour Delane there. That would have been a nice little piece as well. Again, though, there was no real defensive ends to go after. It's going to have to be a little bit later in the draft, I think, for a secondary player, depending on who's there. With the additions of the free agent corners, I don't know if a rookie corner is really the route to go outside of round 5, you know. So when we get to the second round, maybe we'll see who's there as far as safeties are concerned. Again, we got Christian Eisen, who can kind of rotate over there, play that Avonte Maddox role. Kirby Joseph, though, right now I'm just going to say Kirby Joseph should be slotted in as your week 1 starter. Okay, we are going to just put that good energy out there for right now. Thomas Harper is still in-house. else. So there are plenty of options and routes for us still to go. We are not going to get trigger happy and click away our number 50 pick like we did last time. That was a big whoopsie poopsie on my part. And because I like sitting at 50, we are going to just go ahead and sit pat at 50. So let's see what we got up here. Colton Hood. Damn, dude. Christian Miller. Rodriguez is there, guys. You guys are really high on Christian Rodriguez last go around. Gunter Dunker would have been there for us. But you know who's not there is Max Christian is Einhorn, or Finkel is Einhorn. Oh, man. Malachi Lawrence. You guys are pretty high on Lawrence. AJ Halkey. Gabe Yakas. Danny Denise Sutton. We've talked about all those guys, dude. So we're going defense round 2, right, guys? Are we going defense? Shout out defense. We're going to go defense in round 2. Let's funnel this down. Let's go ahead and funnel this down. D-line, linebacker, because there's only one here to take, or secondary. Chat, give it to me. Got to let me know. First to best out of 3 wins. I like Colton Hood being there. I do like Rodriguez. I like Lawrence. I like Yakas. I like Halkey. I like Denise Sutton. What do you guys think? I think that right off the rip, it'd be Rodriguez or Miller are going to be your best plug-and-play guys right off the rip, don't you think? But do we need a corner? And with the additions of guys like Roger McCreary, with the ability of potentially Brian Branch, are we going to be running a 3-linebacker set to where the point we need to take a game playing a high-value linebacker here, or are we going to start fading out of a base defense and go to a more hybridized defense? In which case, does that then make Jacob Rodriguez kind of a burned, wasted pick? You know what I'm saying? And in that matter, then do we lean into the cornerback room? Do we go after a position of need? Malachi Lawrence, Gabe Yakas, Denise Sutton. You know, the second round right now is kind of our oyster. We addressed with us drafting Spencer Fano at 17. All of our offensive line questions have been answered. There are plenty of depth pieces to rotate around at your question mark pieces at the interior offensive line. There's competition at every position outside of Penei Sewell and Cade Mays. Any route you go is lock solid. We address that. We could have gone a different route in the first round, taken a Delane, but then again, we're drafting to corner. With all the acquisitions and free agency, are we going to go corner? This is what Brad Holmes is doing, where now we are kind of padded out via free agency, where it's not necessarily argued a position of need outside of maybe the edge room, which I guess kind of funneled us down. Rodriguez, you guys want Rodriguez, huh? Why? Why do we want Rodriguez? Is linebacker really that desperate of a need? Are we really that hung up on anal zone? Not to mention we already have and re-signed Malcolm Rodriguez. Is this being bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about a talented player that we don't need? I understand having depth pieces. Damn, you think Rodriguez will beat Barnes for the starting job, even though we paid all that money to Barnes? You think? You think Jacob Rodriguez is really that good? I'm just having a hard time blowing a second-round pick on a linebacker right now. We pretty much need someone at every defensive position. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Rick. It's just there's a hierarchy to it. There's a hierarchy to the position groups of need on defense. Barnes will make a great Jet, huh? I mean, it's not... Okay, here's the thing. It's not impossible. We've seen Brad Holmes do the same thing with Jahmyr Gibbs and DeAndre Swift, where you draft one and then trade, which could be a viable option for us to go with Barnes. You guys are really high on Rodriguez, huh? Sutton is more valuable. Exactly, Jack. That's kind of where I'm at. Where we're sitting right now, that defensive end group is so good that if we were... Okay, so just run with me. If we were to pass on the defensive ends here in the second round, right? We're then looking at waiting until the later rounds and hoping that Anthony Lucas slides to us. which I'm not mad about. I'm not mad about. That's just a lot of hoping that things go our way when we have 3 topper end solutions right here. Does that make sense? I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around the linebacker argument. That's all. That especially, like, I would be more inclined to go after Colton Hood than I would a linebacker, dude. Aaron Sharkey's White Knight says, trade all them picks for the biggest mofos available. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. We've needed DN for how long now? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, guys. You're against anything, Sutton. No shit, Carrie. Can I? And I'm not like, it's not like explain yourself. I'm just curious. Like, why? Why fade Sutton? What do you know about him that I don't? And it's not, again, I'm not like, what do you know that I don't know? I mean, like, genuinely, like what do you know about him that I don't know? That I'm just trying to understand. Like, I need all the information available. That's all. Is he a slappy? Is he a Caden Proctor slapdick too? Is he a LT Overton slappy? All right. So you know what, Carrie, you've sold me already, because those are just, you do know what you're talking about. So we are gonna fade Sutton. I'm gonna take Carrie's input for value here, and we're gonna fade Denise Sutton. All right. We have Davenport. We know Jack, you cannot be serious, bro. You're pulling my leg, dude. You're pulling my leg, dude. Okay. Oh, okay. There is okay. I didn't see the LOL, dude. My bad. I was just like, Jack, are you fucking serious? I was like, you. I was almost insulted, Jack. Oh, bro. I didn't see the LOL part, dude. I thought you were serious. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Are you fucking crazy? Yo. All right. Let's fade Sutton. Let's take Elijah Surratt. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Though I do think wide receiver is a position we can maybe kind of look at in the rounds 4. I do like Lawrence. I like Hood. I'm not against Rodriguez. I'm just having a hard time. I like Hulky. I like Hulky, man. I do. You guys really like Jacob Rodriguez. All right. And I didn't draft him last time there. We took Jacob Rodriguez. Welcome aboard. You guys really like Jacob Rodriguez. We'll take him. Welcome aboard. Now we sit. Hey, didn't we get a compensatory pick for Al-Qadim Muhammad? If we bring Davenport back, we all lose our minds. Dude, I don't have anything personally against Marcus Davenport, dude. It's just like, you can't do this experiment again. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's just not there, dude. It's just not in the bag of cards, dude. Oy vey. The problem is just sitting here grinding through the 3rd round, dude. Just grinding it out. This is where I should have traded with LA. Should have traded with LA, even though I bet you they wanted our guy, Fano. Nah, I got the Samoan slam sides, dude. The 2 fucking biggest motherfucking Samoans in the NFL on offensive line, dude. I'm about to wreck everybody. Jared Goff gets an exemption behind fucking Sewell and Fano and doesn't have to wear a helmet because he's so protected. We just literally call it the bubble wrap offensive line. Holy shit, Jake Slaughter's there. So is Logan Jones. And Kilgore. Man, oh man. So here we are, boys and girls, in the 3rd round. 4th round. Excuse me. And we're getting a little desperate. We can go any direction you guys want. How do we feel, chat? Corner, interior offensive line, safety. I kind of like Katron Allen. I'm being honest. He's very David Montgomery-ish. What about Carson Beck, huh? What about Carson Beck? Why don't we go Carson Beck in the 4th round? Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me thrice, I'm a fucking idiot. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again. What are we feeling here in the 4th round, guys? A lot of directions. A lot of directions we can go. I'm leaning in. I take Allen all the time. I take Kilgore all the time. I don't feel like Slaughter or Logan are viable options considering the moves we've made in free agency. I'm taking Allen. Fuck it. Thought about Beck. Just because, why not? If Beck's there in the 5th round, I'll take Beck. Fuck it. It's also getting on to the hour and a half mark here, guys. Fuck off, Dallas. Eat my ass. Jerry Jones' eyes are too far apart. Well, already like that, we're going to take Jason Kilgore because I really like him. Boom. It's all good, Rick. It's because you're just getting over being sick, dude. You're golden, brother. You are golden, my guy. Man, how do you guys feel about Tennessee's new logo? Bro, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I get it. I get what they're trying to do. I just don't like it, man. I just don't like the baby blue, the Houston Oilers thing. Like, I get it. I get what they're trying to do. But, like, man, you guys should have gone back to the original Titan style, dude. This is just, like... It's so gay, dude. It's just so fucking gay, man. Like, golly, man. It's just so homosexual, dude. Next. Thinking about getting thicker glasses, huh? What the hell? The hell did I just click? The hell did I just click on? Did it fuck it up? Can you still see me okay? I don't know what the fuck virtual camera is. That was weird. That was fucking weird. All right, guys. Are we taking Beck? Are we taking Beck or are we taking Tacario Davis out of Washington? Welcome aboard, Tacario Davis out of Washington, because Carson Beck is a fucking asshole. It does look like a Tesla, doesn't it, dude? That T? You're right, Jack. It does. That Tennessee T looks just like a Tesla T. You're totally right, dude. Fuck, man. You are totally right. You nailed it, brother. Oh, man. I think that's about to be it, huh? Look, guys, as we hit the back end here, start to wrap it up, do me a favor. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel all across all 3 platforms. YouTube, Rumble. We're over on Kick, too, hanging out, dude. Fuck off, Cincinnati. Nobody likes you. You smell like hot dog water. Even your own airport doesn't like you. All right. What are we going to do? What's our last pick today going to be, guys? Nnamdi Tucker, welcome aboard. Damn. Not bad, not bad. They're saying we reached with Jacob Rodriguez at 50, but I don't hate it, dude. We did pretty good. Spencer Fano gets the A+, Rodriguez with the B+, Katron Allen with the A, Kilgore with an A, Takario Davis with an A+, and Nnamdi Tucker with an A+ at the 181. Not a bad haul, guys. Not a bad haul. The Fano and the Allen and the Kilgore really moved the needle for me. Davis, yeah. Tucker, yeah, not so much. But again, I feel like mock draft, NFL mock draft database over here is agreeing with me that it's just a hard sell on the Jacob Rodriguez thing. Yeah, dude, Rick says he likes hot dog water. And you know what? You keep reusing that water, it just keeps getting better and better every time. Shout out if you know that fucking reference, dude. Honor roll achieved. Yeah, dude, those are the highest grades I've ever gotten in my life. All right, guys. Look, appreciate you hanging out today. It was a pretty non-football centric show. We ended up talking about baked beans and stand-up comedy for an hour. Great job. Really moved the needle, didn't we, guys? Appreciate each and every one of you took the time to comment or give your opinion on who we should draft. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. here at YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. That way it'll just send you a push notification. You can just click that bad boy, take you right to the show. Share this around with all of your friends on the way out the door. Stay out of trouble, guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Until tomorrow at 10 a.m. I've been Hat and Beard. You've been an attentive audience. Bonga bonga. Frig off.